There's one down there. One down here.
Yeah,
no, this one's mine.
We will start. We'll run shop.
This microphone's mine. Y'all can share that one.
That's right. You don't need a microphone.
He did.
Is it on? Is this thing on? Hello. I think it's on. Is it on?
It is.
They can hear me? All right. That's great.
I don't think you guys need any introduction, but I will say, come on guys, let's really raise the roof!
Put that down. Put that down.
Is that a video?
Should we kickstart this with a, I don't know, let's go for, what's your favourite English tea?
English tea?
Yeah, the English tea. Yeah,
Me too. Earl Grey.
The only one I know.
That's the one.
Orange Pico, English breakfast. I know. I like Jarling. Isn't that how you spell it? Pronounce it?
Like an English tea.
DeJarling?
DeJarling?
DeJarling? Should I say it more American? D-J-A-R?
Do people drink coffee
Am I the only one?
here mostly, or still tea?
We drink coffee, but it's more of a break glass in case of needing. We have a couple of Irish guys in the crowd, yeah, that they hit theirs with whiskey.
Nice.
We call that an Irish coffee.
They just
Except
call
it has coffee and not tea.
They just call it an espresso, I think.
Was everyone here all day today, pretty much? Yeah. Yeah. No. Who's here right now that was not here today? That you kind of scrolled into today? All right. We fall next.
Right. But let's everyone go through and say your name and tell us where you're from.
So we're taking it over.
Okay, real quick. The reason that we've brought you all here, we have a great opportunity for you.
Oh, I thought this was an intervention.
If you could...
This is a timeshare.
I'm so confused. Is it timeshare?
It is not a timeshare, Chris. What we'd like you to do is, if you could each give us $20,000, we guarantee you might get a vacation.
Ponzi scheme.
I can definitely make a vacation happen for 20 grand.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I think we can do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, if you'll just meet Ashley or Ken. Where are you, Ken? Ken? Our Ashley.
There he is.
Our Ashley. And Ken? There he is in the back. My man. Y'all give it up for Ashley.
Yeah.
Go Ash.
How many people were here last year? How many people came, or not last year, but earlier this year? How many? Yes. All right.
It was in Doncaster.
Welcome back.
Right? Yeah. QnA.
Donate.
Oh, we don't. Okay.
Kind of like G. Sorry. All right. No, the real reason we brought you here is to talk about ourselves. So, what's next? Shall we open up for questions?
Just launch into it.
Yeah, I think we should just launch into great questions from you guys. Great. Dig deep. Like, dig deep for those questions. Not what's your favorite voice character.
No, how do I get into voice acting?
Yeah, come on. Dig deep. Be original. Make us struggle for answers.
Yeah.
Okay?
Don't ask us what our favorite line is from that thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
There you
run the
go.
mic.
My man Ollie, what you got?
What's going on, Josh?
All right.
All right. This is going to be quite an out-of-the-box question, but, I mean, you got all these streaming services. You got Crunchyroll, you got Funimation now, all this great anime out. We're big fans. I'm guessing you guys are big fans. Like, what's your favorite animes if you was to just sit down and want to chill like a fan and watch some good anime? And I'll ask that to everybody.
Does anybody on this panel watch anime?
I do.
I do.
I've said this before. I think I love the films of Hayao Miyazaki. I don't know if that counts as an answer because it's most people want to talk. Want to know what series you're watching. Something you can binge watch. But those films are just beautiful, and if you can watch them on a big screen, all the better, because there's so much. Every corner, every square inch of the screen is filled with detail. I don't know. Seeing Spirited Away for the first time just kind of recaptured my my interest in anime as an art form. So.
My favorite anime right now is CNN. Because there's a villain that everybody's waiting to have dethroned, and everybody's fighting towards that goal, and it's different every day. You wake up to new news about
it's never the same episode.
That villain tweets a lot, and no names. There's no names. The character doesn't have a name. He's the nameless villain, and that's my favorite anime right now.
Yeah, the colorist on that show just went a little over the top on it's a bit unbelievable, to be honest.
If you watch it on the big screen,
it's really Stranger Things than Stranger Things, to be honest.
Yeah. I wish Josh was saying. I wish the manga would stick to the anime on CNN, but
Another question. I got a question.
Here's a question. I'll throw one out. Have you guys ever done an imitation of a celebrity or just a well-known person at an audition, hoping you're going to land the part? And did you get it? I'm going to throw that down the road.
I do Simon Warburton for pretty much every.
well, yeah. All right.
I just got a part imitating Jack Black. I did, yeah. Wonder Boy, what is the secret of your power? Wonder Boy, won't you take away from the Mucky Muck Man?
Sometimes you can't.
Sometimes you.
What about you, Kelamis?
I got.
You got one? What do you got? You gotta have one.
No. There was one a number of years ago, Crypto the Superdog, the series, and then I just did Ross Perot for the dog, and then I got animation. Yeah, no, it could be animation or on camera, but for me, because it was just like, now listen here, gotta get this dog right now. And that was it, and they're like, you got it. And I was like, really?
Yes. Oh, that's all.
I got hired to do something one time, and they wanted a fast-talking, kind of an intense salesman, like a TV salesman. So I just did Billy Mays. Do you know? Yeah, I don't know if you guys had him.
I look like Billy.
Yeah. It was great. Yeah, he's not with us anymore. Sadly.
No.
Ooh, it was like, you got to get in here, and you got to try this and this and that and the other thing. You squeeze it, and you turn it, and I don't know. It was. Macho Man Randy Savage. Yeah.
Oddly enough, that was my inspiration.
Macho Man, I've got the shiniest meat bicycle. Kind of works.
It does work.
I actually used Randy Macho Man Savage for Mr. Torg.
Wow.
Because honestly, when I went to audition for Mr. Torg, they had not quite done the artwork. They just had a photo of Macho Man Savage. I actually looked at my friend Chad at the time. I was like, I'm going to be this guy. And they're like, hey, he's like, how do you know? I go, I've been playing him in Dragon Ball Z for 15 years. So I just took Hercule, which was based off of Hulk Hogan, and the little Randy Macho Man, and I just elevated that times 100, and they gave me the part.
I always get a kick out of when you get a description for an audition. They're like, looking for an Arnold Schwarzenegger type, no sound-alikes.
Yeah, right?
What the hell are we gonna do? Yeah, that's it. And I got to work with him on a film. It's called Killing Gunther. It's out in DVD now. And I didn't really get to meet him on set because we didn't have any scenes that coincided. But he was on set, and I got to watch the scene on the monitors from the other room. And the funniest thing that I thought happened with him is, there he is, and he had two kind of bodyguards with him. First off, that's funny to me, that Arnold Schwarzenegger needs a bodyguard. Can't you take care of yourself? But anyways, one of the guys is wearing a Terminator t-shirt. What the hell is that for? It's like, hey, what movie was I in? Oh, right, that one, right. Okay, that. Thanks for reminding me. I don't forget now, I'm old.
Predator.
Yeah, the other guy.
Not too much.
I've got a good Arnold Schwarzenegger story. When I was on the Barney tour, we were in Los Angeles, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, along with many other celebrities, came backstage to meet Barney, along with their children.
I'm a huge fan.
I swear to God. Because he's like, I didn't need that chair.
Get that chair.
Sorry. It's part of the act. No. So Arnold, he's got Philip in his arms, and Barney's right. He's like, look, Philip, it's Barney. Give Barney the kiss. Give Barney the kiss. And he started putting Philip towards me, and Philip's like, ah. He's like, okay, sorry, Barney. Okay, thank you, Barney. Bye.
Barney,
almost.
Give me a kiss.
Yes. So that was it. And he was much shorter than I expected.
Aren't they all?
Yeah, when they say 6'2", he means 5'11".
Yes.
Yeah.
My Arnold story.
It was good.
Sorry, I interrupted with a question.
What was the question?
How about funny celebrity stories?
No, Peter's question was have you ever...
Oh, yeah, okay, I remember now.
Done an inspection of somebody...
To get a part.
Yeah.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah. Get away with it, yeah. That's what we call drawing inspiration.
It's stealing.
Yeah.
In this business, it's completely acceptable.
Steal it.
If you're good at it. If you steal it and you suck, you suck.
Yeah.
What else?
Go on then. Over here.
Right. We've got Beerus, we've got Boo, we've got Vegeta, we've got everyone. Some of the strongest. But who would win a fight in real life between you guys?
The guy who's 6'4". I'm gonna go with Clarke.
So we're dropping the fighters tournament for the arm wrestle, yeah? Is that all good with you guys?
Well, in the anime, I've defeated 2 of the 4, and I figured that my odds are about the same here.
Who's the guy that asked me who would win in a fight, Vegeta or I was at the bar getting a beer earlier. Oh, he's not here. But he's like, who would win in a fight, Vegeta or Cell? And I'm like, I don't know, man. It's not real. And it's towards the end of the day. I'm kind of tired, and I just wasn't really. I was digging deep, and that's what I came up with. And I was like, I don't know, it's not fucking real. And I just took my beer, and I was like, and then I came back and I was like, I'm sorry about that. I don't know, Vegeta. I don't know.
I got a funny story. This isn't anime related. It's a Stargate story. When we started filming Stargate Universe, one of the actors on our show, Brian J. Smith, he had friends of his that were excited and that were Stargate fans that he got the part. So after he started filming, he said he met up with them once, and they were like, so how's the Stargate thing going? He's like, it's great. And he goes, hey, listen, so when you go through the Stargate, does it hurt?
Huh.
He's not friends with them anymore.
It's like, you know when you stick your finger in a light socket,
Yeah.
or you try to plug something, you get that little, it's like that. Have you ever been cleaned?
I would have ran with it too. I just been like, it's a real euphoric feeling, actually. You know,
Seriously, Peter,
it's like getting hurt.
Has everyone seen Stargate? Has everyone seen Stargate Universe? Alright, kick ass. What's better, Universe or Atlantis? Can you compare them?
She says movie.
Movie.
She says the movie.
Firefly. Oh, Firefly. Oh. That's a damn good one. Damn good one.
Come on, guys. Yeah, we go. Straight away.
You were talking about impressions of celebrities. What's your favorite impression to do just to crack anybody up? If you're among friends and whatnot, who would you like to just get a laugh out of them? Who do you impersonate?
Well, I used to do a Jimmy Stewart impression, and then nobody knows who that is anymore, so it doesn't seem to work.
Douglas impression.
Yeah. It's because I don't get any practice doing it anymore. I used to be great at it, though. Really.
I learned to do a Robert Carlyle impression after working with him on Stargate Universe. I'd never attempted it before, but getting to hang around with him, I kind of got it. And it came from hearing him tell interesting stories. So he told us a story once, and he goes, I remember this one time I'm working with Julianne Margulies. She's a beautiful actress, very talented. And, they do her coverage and they come around on me. So she's there for my lines to bounce off of. And I'm doing my lines and her eye starts to twitch. And not just a little bit, just crazy, just going crazy. And I can't laugh because I'm playing Hitler.
Holy shit.
We remember all those Hitler bloopers from years ago.
Fucking hell. Who's next?
Come on, guys. Who's got a question? We got. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, hold on. How about Snoop Dogg? Y'all know Snoop?
Oh no, what's up? This big Snoop Dogg. I'm here at the GGN News. This is AKA Snoop D-O double Jizzle. Right now I got my man Seth Rogen. What up, Seth Rogen?
It's great times. I'm having a great time with you guys. It's great. You guys are great. It's a good time.
Okay, hold up, Seth Rogen. Yo, man, you know that one movie you made? That pineapple movie?
Yeah, it was a Pineapple Express. It's a good movie. It was good. We had a good time. It was a great time.
Hey, you remember when you rolled that cross joint? You rolled that joint that looked like a cross? You think you could do that right now?
I'm doing it right now. I've been rolling. I rolled 3 of them already. We're gonna get totally baked, man. It's gonna be a great time.
Big Snoop Dogg.
My impression is just a Chris Ryder doing a Seth Rogen.
Did you ever play that Plants vs. Zombies? Who's played Plants vs. Zombies?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You remember that guy, the wacky Dave with the fucking pot on his head?
Yeah.
He would show up and he'd go, no, that was Chris Ryder. He'd go, you sound like Scooby-Doo on crack.
I know Dameon's favorite impression that I do, and it's from a very good movie we all know and love. I remember the first time I met Andy Dufresne. I guess I just missed my friend. When that redheaded guy would come by raping him a lot, I felt bad for Andy. All that raping. Sorry.
Morgan Freeman, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's it.
We're missing Mr. Drummond.
Yeah, what do you? Come on.
I'd be the last impression guy in town, and unfortunately, whenever I'm attempting to do anything, it usually doesn't make my family laugh. When my kids are always stop, because please, usually my impression, and because my wife's probably got CNN on too much. Most of the time, I'll be talking and decide, honey, my serving wasn't bigly enough. I think I need a little more mashed potatoes, please. If we could make a more bigly size of potatoes, I'd be happy. Doesn't go over well with the kids. They're just, stop, Dad, stop. It hurts the ears. They can't handle it, and that's what happens. No, I can't squinch my face up that much. The beard doesn't make it work, but...
Everybody's talking about your mashed potatoes, honey.
Yes, everyone has said they will... Yeah, I don't know.
Good question.
We'll go over here. We could just fill the hour with that, just different impressions of different celebrities.
All right, first off, my name's Jack. Hey.
Hey, Jack.
All right, hey.
I think that starts with a J, actually. Just.
All right, well, I know it's that question, but what can we expect
got
from
it.
the new Dragonball movie?
Brilliant.
Lots of action.
Not enough
Action
Pete.
packed. Yeah.
Since the focal point of that movie is obviously going to be Mr. Satan,
Probably.
I feel like I'm going to be in it a lot.
You know who's in it?
Who?
Vic Mignogna.
Oh, that's true, because he is Broly.
Broly.
You know, Sabat always told me he gave Vic that part just so he could make Vic scream in the booth.
Hey, lock it up back there.
Yeah. If I have to come over there one more time, I'm taking up all your
P's and
stuff.
Q's.
I think they've just elected themselves to get you guys out of a round.
Oh, we got it.
That's fine.
Oh, well, Kevin,
Sorry.
man.
Oh, yep. I'll tell you what, you can come to the front because, yeah.
Oh, this guy.
Come on.
There we go.
Take a step.
Here we go.
This is a highly and very deep philosophical sort of question.
Too intense right now. You need
Right.
to dial it down a little bit.
If you could fight an army of 100 horse-sized ducks, or one, no, is it not a horse-sized duck? Horse-sized duck. Is it a duck-sized? Right. I'm trying to bloody remember it now, man. It will happen. It'll happen. This is probably one of those deepest questions.
A big goat or a what?
Right. A goat? No, I'm not a goat, man. Read.
I thought you said a horse-sized goat.
Help him out, please.
If you could fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized ducks,
All right. Yeah.
what would you fight? One horse-sized duck.
I'd probably stop smoking the crack. Smoking at the time.
It's healthy. It's healthy.
It's healthy.
First off, I loved you in Train Spotting.
Nice. I wonder why.
No, I just want to repeat the question. Was it? What was
100 garden gnomes or something?
100 duck-sized horses.
It was 100 goats the shape of a duck.
No.
All together. They formation of a duck.
It's like a Voltron.
Right.
If Voltron was a duck.
If Voltron was a duck in the shape of a horse, and there were 100 dogs worth of them,
right?
Would you want to fight them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would pay you 200 dogs not to fight him.
Can you buy the duck?
Well, you can smoke the ducks. That's the thing. It's all about smoked duck.
Can you put a saddle on the duck?
If you could put the saddle on the duck, you could sell that for 10 quid a ride.
Or 50 dogs.
Or 50 dogs.
You could fight the ducks unless you're playing Hitler. and then you can't.
That's what recording.
Yeah.
Because I was playing Hitler.
Okay, we got another question.
I don't know. Do we really want to ask another question after that?
I did.
Come on, then, come to the front. Come to the front. Oh, by the way, this guy, I should mention, he does really good impressions.
Oh, awesome.
There's a King Kai impression he does. It's all right.
Okay, I'll ask my question, then I'll do the voice. So, what's the most embarrassing role that you guys have ever played, in the past?
Embarrassing.
And if you want to hear the King Kai voices.
You know,
I won't say the most embarrassing role I've played, but some of the oddest auditions I had to do, and I actually didn't get in the movie. Seth Rogen, since he's here, Sausage Party. I auditioned for a lot of crazy crap in that movie, but do you remember, Peter, did you audition for anything for that? Do you remember Used Condom? And I'm not even joking. This is Sausage Party to audition for, and he didn't make the cut, I don't think. Somebody did play the role of the used condom, and try and come up with a voice. Yeah, that's where they drew the line. Come up with a voice for that guy.
Hey, how you doing? I'm used.
Hey, how's it going? Condom. Yeah, I don't know.
Some people like to think of me as half full.
I think it's half empty. That was one of the strangest ones, and I still have it actually in my file of auditions because I just keep it there to remind me. I don't know. This is where you're at. Don't get a big head.
For me, hi. How you doing? What was your most embarrassing audition? I agree. I know totally what you're talking about. Just sit there. That's good. Okay, we got it. Just don't climb over that edge.
That's not good.
Hold on. No, that's okay.
Do you guys want to hear any of the impressions?
This was a part. This was not necessarily a most embarrassing part, but a scene of a part that I had. I'm going back to Stargate Universe again for some reason, but we had this. I've only worked at one job, 2 jobs. That's it. This and that. But we used to have a summer break. We used to film for 4 months, take a 2-month or month and a half break, and then come back for 2 more months. So before we go to break, our producer comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, just want to let you know, when you come back, you're doing a shower scene." And I'm like, "What?" Yeah. We show one guy on the planet, this beautiful planet, and we show you all miserable on the ship, but it's a shower scene. I'm like, damn it. I'm not the shower scene guy, right? I don't get the breakdown for shower scene. Call Kelamis. They don't do that. So I work out all the month and a half, 2 months. I'm watching what I eat. I'm looking as good as I could possibly be for myself, right? I'm fairly proud of myself. I'm looking pretty good. First day on set, you get a robe and this little slinky butt thong thing they put you in, right? And they go, off you go. And then I walk on the set, the whole crew's there, and I had to walk into the shower thing, and they go, okay, just lose the robe. And I lose the robe, and my back is facing the camera crew, and I hear our main camera guy, as the robe falls, go, ugh. Because I was playing Hitler.
It all comes back to Hitler.
Call back.
Do you guys want to hear any of the impressions, or?
I don't think I can top that.
Down the line and everyone do their Christopher Walken because everyone
not me.
Christopher Walken.
Let's hear your Weiss.
Or bad.
Okay. 1 second.
What's this doing?
Weiss.
Well, Lord Beerus, you said to destroy Earth like you said you would, just not that much of it.
Nice.
I guess my Beerus is. In all your travels, have you ever heard the phrase of a Super Saiyan God?
Nice.
Good work. Not bad.
King Kai is. Goku, you have to bring us back to life with the Dragon Balls! And,
Good work.
I guess Mr. Satan is. My little daughter Vidal, she gotta come back to me!
Right.
Not bad.
Take out that go-on, chump.
You can't. You got it there.
Good work.
And then,
Good work.
And then. But I've attained perfection. Yes. Was worth a try.
I'm kidding.
That's Cell for you. Thank you, Cell.
That hates every impression of him.
You know,
Good work,
you know what
brother.
struck-
Good work.
Good job, man. You know what struck me is when Dragon Ball Z went to other countries, they would dub it, but I think they should have dubbed it more conducive to where it went to. That's what they should have done. Like when it came to the UK, but Vegeta Goku, oh, well, look at you, Vegeta, right? Oh, yeah, I'm a master of principal science, right? Are you over 9,000, are you?
Not quite the same, is it?
Yeah, no, it's not the same. Not the same.
Who turned you to Kinder Surprises?
What was that? You see Eddie Izzard's thing on how every villain is British, but it's a certain type of. But it was like, hello, sir, we're going to destroy, such and such ship. But you can't do that with like a hello. Hello, Vader. Oh, yeah, we've loaded up the ship with a bunch of troopers and whatnot. We're gonna fucking take out this ship and whatnot. I'm obviously that. It's not quite the same thing, is it? It's kind of maddening though, like how many different dialects there are. You get blown away by how many. Like a block away is a different dialect from here. Yeah. When you're in America and they go, can you do a British accent? We all go, oh yeah, no problem. And it's like, oh, we just copied Downton Abbey pretty much, right? Because that's what you think. Everybody in Britain sounds like they're from Downton Abbey. Not the case. No.
Well, the one thing, somebody told me this. When Star Wars, the original one came out, you're talking about accents. David Prowse, who is Vader, they didn't tell him that they redubbed the voice. So he went to the premiere of Star Wars in 1977, not knowing. But you look back now, and that wouldn't have worked. Well, I'm your father. It's not going to work, right? But I was amazed that they didn't even let him know.
Oh, the force is strong with you, mate.
Yeah.
On you go, then.
This Death Star is the most powerful thing in the universe, isn't it? We can blow up a planet if you want to.
Right, proper that one.
It's turning into on the buses now, I think. It's turning on.
Yeah. Well, that's going back a bit, hey?
It's going back.
Yeah, that's going back a bit. The Death Star. The Millennium Falcon. Guys. All right, who's got another bloody question? You, mate.
Right.
Yes, you lovely. Stand up. On you go.
Scottish accent for y'all.
Yeah.
Right, every Dragon Ball Z character you voice in an overly British accent.
She wants to hear every Dragon Ball Z
character that you voice. Overly British.
Well, Sally already is kind of British, so I'm out of that
Make it
one.
more British then.
Is it going to turn into an episode of Only Fools and Dragon Balls?
You go on. You daft little bitch.
Well, that fat tub of lard was a nice warm-up, wasn't it?
Who eats bring me something to eat? See, it's pretty close already, I think. That's the problem, yeah.
It's all a bunch of lassos and tricks now, isn't it? Right? Come over here with shooting your laser beams and whatnot. Flying around like a bunch of fancy peoples. Right? I'm the champ. You're nothing but a bunch of chumps, right? Carry on.
Very Dickensian.
Yeah.
Well. Kakarot, what's this bloody power level at, is it? Oh! Well, look at that, it's over 9,000. I'm gonna have to kick his arse now, aren't I?
What may turn you into this time? Chocolate or Jaffe cakes?
You're welcome. And we're sorry. Oh, that was so Canadian. I know. Holy shit. Sorry.
Again, I think if anyone gets hold of this clip, they're going to animate it. It's going to turn into Only Fools and Dragon Balls.
They should.
We're not recording this, right? It's all.
Yeah. It's too late now. Yeah.
All the characters have T.
Just make sure that it ends up on some kind of white nationalist website so Dameon
That's my go-to. People ask me if I do video recordings. I'm like, no, I'll just end up another white national website. I can't do it. Yeah.
Another
I
one.
know. For some reason, I keep ending up on this. Go.
Relax.
All right.
I believe blue. My man, blue hair and the glasses. Go ahead. Come on.
All right, I don't know if this is on topic, and I don't know if anyone wants to know, but will we be seeing Bardock in a flashback in the new Dragon Ball movie?
To Manchester? No?
No, it's not.
I'll be sure.
Guys.
Yeah.
No idea.
He's local.
You asked me that question?
All of you.
We have no idea.
No clue. No clue.
They don't run the storyline, but I
Yeah, you can't
Literally.
ask us questions like that, because even if we do know, we're gonna lie to you.
That's true.
Yeah. Because we'll get. No. I'm sorry. Say it in English.
Can someone translate for him, please? The Norwegian can translate for you. Go ahead. What do you say? Yeah, look at that. Fucking great American accent, too.
Would you like another beer?
She does really good impressions as well.
No one here
They're pretty good. So that's the thing. That's the thing too. That we in America. Oh, I'm Canadian, but whatever. These guys are American. No offense.
Canadians are Americans too.
But people in the UK are like everyone in the States sounds like that, right? They're like, God damn it, gun toting, whatever, Trump supporting. Everybody in the States. Everybody. There's no Brooklyn. There is no Boston.
Yes.
They went straight redneck on us. Really fast.
What's that?
Quick.
Fair enough.
Nice. De Niro. De Niro.
No, it's Al Pacino, you dumbass.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I've been drinking.
All right, let's go another question. Go on.
I was wondering if you guys have ever tried to like fuck with anybody with your voices, like say when you're younger, if you're trying to like hit on a female or something, and it went horribly wrong, and then you like turn around like, yeah, that wasn't me. Like.
I've got a kick-ass story that relates to England. When I first moved to Texas, I went out with my roommate who was 21 and I was not. So we went to a country bar. Yeah, 21 was the drinking age. I was not of drinking age, but I still used his ID to go to a bar. And there were some cute girls there that my friend wanted me to talk to for us. And I was like, dude, you go talk to him. He's like, no, you do it. And so I went up and I was like, hello. Do you mind? Do you like to dance? She's like, well, sure. And then by the end of it, she wanted all of it. And so I was like,
What do you mean by all of it, Josh?
She wanted to know all the information. She wanted to know where I was from, and like I was like,
Gotcha.
so I was like, I'm from Manchester, and blah blah blah. I was making shit up, right? And by the end of it, I find out that my roommate told them that we were having a party that weekend and invited them. So I thought, whatever, these girls aren't going to show up. Sure enough, in the middle of the party, these girls show up. They're like, Josh, these girls are looking for you. I was like, oh, shit. So I went up. I was like, hi, John L. Listen, you remember when I told you I'm from Manchester? She's like, yeah? I was like, I'm really from Louisiana. She's like, that is so cute. She thought it was endearing that I used an accent to pick her up. And then we continued to date for a couple more weeks.
Wow. Nice.
So.
Right, yeah.
Then you want all of it?
If I get...
She got all of it.
She got all the boo. Everyone here was thinking the same thing when you said that, by the way.
All of the information is what I meant.
If I have somebody fuck with me in a social situation, like, and this hasn't happened in a while, but it's like, well, what the fuck, man? You want to even fucking... If I put on, like, the Big B Scottish, like, fuck you, mate. Right, you want to go? You want to step outside? There's something about the Scottish accent that is like, oh, I don't want any part of it. I don't want any part of it. And there's like an alter ego, like a Scottish kind of alter ego thing where it's like I'm kind of, yeah, it's just like, it's Begbie from Trainspotting. And I'll do that if that arises. And sometimes it works, and sometimes I get my ass kicked.
I've always heard it's an excellent idea to, if maybe you're gonna you feel you're in a scenario where you're in a seedy area, maybe you're gonna be, it's possible you could get mugged, something's gonna happen to you, to just drop a nice Russian accent. That'll always help. Someone's like, hey man, give me your fucking money. Just to throw them. I do not think this would be a good idea. It would not be a positive outcome for you to be taking money from me. It'd be best if possibly you would walk away and let me as well. Does this work? And okay, no one wants to mess with the Russian mob, so you can move on your merry way.
I'm the machine.
You like it. So, guys, I think we've got time for one more question after this as well. Is that all right with you guys?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. I'll just finish this topic here. This is a true story. I was sitting at home late one night. It was like 7 or 8 o'clock. Not the time of day that you're expecting a telemarketer to call you, right? So I answer, and they're clearly calling from India, right? He's got a thick East Indian accent, and of course they don't wait for you to say anything. The second you say hello, he just launches, right? He's like, oh, hello sir, we've got special photography package, sir, 8x10, 5x7 bullet size, sir. We get you in studio, sir, get lovely pictures of you and your lovely family, sir. Got the name and number, sir. We get you in there, turn around, beautiful pictures, sir. And I honestly thought it was one of my bastard friends screwing around. Honestly. So I just did it back. Right? No, I don't think I want photography package, right? 5x7, 12x10, and bullet size picture, right, buddy? And now he thinks I'm one of his boys. So now he's excited. Oh, well, you know, maybe you don't want it today. Maybe I call back tomorrow and get 8x10, 5x7 bullet size, right? And I gotta finish this. I gotta follow this through. I can't. No, I don't think I'm owning it 5x7, 8x10 bullet size. So we hung out for a while after.
Peter, can I have your phone number after this? Because I'm gonna fucking call you.
Sorry, so we had time for one more? Is that what you were saying? Yeah. Okay.
As an Irishman, I'm familiar with the pub stories and all that. Danny, you have like a sort of pub or bar story?
Louder. Pub or bar.
If you have a pub or a bar story. That's
really good. Thank you for the translation.
It's just ironic that the Norwegian is translating for everyone in the room. Fantastic.
You're badass.
Thank you.
Translated by a Norwegian into American English.
Yes.
To a Canadian. Good job. A pub or bar story usually starts with me remembering what's going on around 7 or 8 p.m. and then the rest of it's I've got no idea. Or I wake up next to Drummond and I don't know. Were we spooning? Good morning, lover. What's up, man?
I met.
That's all I hear when you talk. That's it. Don't fuck with me, Rager!
We're gonna have some drinks tonight. It's gonna be good.
I'm hanging by a very thin thread right now.
I met Vince McMahon in the bar in London, of all places. Yeah, me and Creech. You know Creech. Stephen Creech Anderson. He's a loud Texas lighting technician on rock and roll tours, Marilyn Manson and other things like that. And we're sitting at the bar, and all of a sudden Vince McMahon walks in, and randomly we had watched the night before, and he was in a wheelchair, all crippled and shit. He was sitting at the bar just fine and everything. My friend Creech goes, "Hey, you look like you've healed just fine." And Vince was like, "Yeah." Turned around and ignored us for the rest of the night. Mark Henry, big sexual chocolate. Anyone? No? Yeah, right. He was in a giant mafia booth with like 6 white girls. I'm not judging. I'm just telling you what it looked like. Who left that open?
You suck at this.
I talk with my hands. So yeah, that was it. That was my celebrity.
You're gonna give me shit for my story?
Wow.
Come on.
Who? Me?
That was
What?
the worst story
That was
I've
like
ever heard
Dameon
you
before
tell.
he got kicked in the nuts.
Your story was Vince McMahon turned around on a bar stool. That's your story,
They
right?
told me to fuck off. Yeah.
Now it's getting interesting.
Basically, I mean, he didn't say fuck off.
Then he stabbed
Yeah.
you?
And then yes, and then I got some prostitutes. Does that make it better? I didn't. I was just trying to up the ante because you guys hate my story.
I got a good William Shatner story. Who's the dude that knows Dale Wilson here? Are you still here? You know Dale Wilson?
Yeah, I know.
Dale got me into acting when I was 11. He was dating my sister at the time. This is getting real close.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Where was I going with this? So, William Shatner, I'm 11. First thing I did, he plays my father. He's real nice to me. Why? Because I'm 11. And I think like we're buddies and stuff. So, I see him at a con a little while ago, and I was like, do I go up the bill? Do I say? In 3/4 of me was like, no. But the 1/4 of me went, yeah, let's go do it. So I walked up to him, and I knew how it was going to turn out, because it's William Shatner, and he's not known for being the most cuddly dude. I mean, he is a very nice guy, don't get me wrong, but he's got so many adoring fans, and he's only got so much love to spread around. Anyway, long story short, I walk up to him, I'm like, hi, I'm Dameon. I played your son when I was 11 years old. He was like, that's fantastic. And he like fucking beat it so quickly. It was like Usain Bolt fucking out the door, and I was like, that turned out exactly how I thought it would. That's fantastic. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, like fucking speed waddled out the door, and I was like, yeah. All right. Sorry, I can't hear you. You don't have a microphone.
Who here has seen the movie The Princess Bride? Yeah. Okay, so one time I used to work at this restaurant in Dallas. It's called Dick's Last Resort. It's a restaurant where the servers are surly and mean to you. That's the gag. It's the gag, right? But so one day, Mandy Patinkin was in town doing a one-man show at the Majestic Theater in downtown Dallas. And he just so happened to sit on the patio at Dick's Last Resort to have lunch. Yes, indeed. So I waited on him. I was very nice, got him his lunch. And at the very end, he was just sitting by himself out on the patio. At the very end, me and all my server buddies and a couple other like bartenders and stuff, we all shuffled out to the dock where he was sitting on the patio there. And really, we just kind of looked at him and go, will you do it? Will you do the line? Like there's a bunch of nerds. And he looked at us and goes, my name is Indigo Montoya. You killed my father, prepared to die. And we all freaked out and ran around, jumping up and down. Like, wow, yeah. So that was a good story. Thank you. I agree.
Here's a celebrity story. I wasn't the person who met this celebrity, but this is one of my favorites. My buddy Dean Haglund was one of the lone gunmen, if you remember, in the X-Files TV series. He was a long blonde-haired guy with the glasses, Langley. And when the show moved from Vancouver to LA, they would jet them back and forth from Vancouver to LA to do filming. So he tells me all three of the lone gunmen are in first class, and they didn't notice. They're chatting away, and then suddenly they look behind them, and they go, "Holy crap! It's Lindsay Wagner, $6 million woman." And they're like, "Oh wow, okay." So they chat away. They're not really paying attention, and Dean gets up to go to the bathroom, and all they see is Dean run up to the front bathroom, open up the thing, go, closes the door, runs back to them, and he just goes up. "I just saw the bionic woman dropping a log." Because she didn't lock the door, and then she has to come out of the bathroom and walk past them. And they're trying to avoid eye contact.
How did he know exactly what bodily function?
Smell! Smell!
Or was it making that sound effect noise like going?
When it came out, it was like. That's it.
There's different ways that could have gone down.
Why are you dissecting the story so much? This is bothering you. That's it.
Did Dean say, "Hey, what's going on here?"
I'm dropping a log.
I'm dropping a log, Dino.
Yeah.
That's how he figured it out.
Why? Because she was playing Hitler.
We gotta end on that.
We gotta end on that.
Good night.
Thank you ever so much, guys. That was brilliant. There goes my mic. Thank you ever so much, guys. Come on, really raise the roof. Come on.
It's late in the day. We dug deep for you guys.
Thank you ever so much for that, guys. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm wiping my eyes at the moment.